Hi everyone, I'm David Wojcik and this is MBOT TV. Stories we covered this week. We investigate how to get vaccines to Ontarians. How is the business confidence in Ontario? What we need to know more about rapid testing in business and our lightning round with Brad Butt.
This segment is brought to you by Nurse Next Door.
The Ontario Chamber of Commerce has formed a vaccine support council. The group is comprised of companies from across the province with a focus on two streams. One is on logistics and the other on communications. Once the province receives the vaccines, distribution and shots in the arms will be a major challenge. There's also communicating facts and dispelling fiction about the vaccine and why people should get the shot. After 10 years of surveying businesses in the province, the Ontario Chamber of Commerce released its confidence survey. We sat down with OCC President and CEO Rocco Rossi to get the results.
Not surprisingly, small businesses in particular are at the lower end even of that scale because COVID has not been an equal opportunity destroyer, if you will, and there has been both a K-shape to the recession and a K-shape to the recovery. Some sectors, hospitality, tourism, entertainment, were hit hard right from the get-go and have still going down. And others in technology and essential services have been doing reasonably well and some incredibly well.
With new strains of COVID and talks of Ontario reopening for business, rapid testing plays a major role in keeping Canadians safe. What's being done to make controls accessible and accurate test results? Mississauga-based Microbix produces these controls, which are distributed globally. CEO Cameron Groom explains how technology has helped in the pandemic and COVID-19 testing.
We support over 100 international companies in making their tests, providing key ingredients, and providing these controls. So we've validated that our controls will work across over 50 companies' COVID tests, for example. In Ontario, this whole pandemic is using, at last count, about 18 different test and instrument systems just to support their PCR work. So you can imagine trying to maintain accuracy when you're using all these different tests with different protocols and techniques is a huge challenge for public health. And that's where we've risen to help out in creating these products. And we've made them available not just here in Ontario, but across Canada and around the world.
We'll be back with a lightning round with Brad Butt right after you find out how you can save money on your employee benefits with the Chamber's plan.
The Chamber's plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chamber's plan. It's for your benefit.
Well, welcome back. It's time for our lightning round with our Vice President, Brad Butt. Brad, you ready to go?
Let's go.
All right. The federal government has been having some issues getting the vaccine into the procurement channels. What's the latest news on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, now we have both production issues at Pfizer and Moderna, and Canada is not going to get the vaccines into the country as quickly as the federal government had hoped. The AstraZeneca one is still not approved by Health Canada, nor is the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So we're in a real pickle right now as far as getting vaccines into people's arms.
Brad, we had heard that the federal government said they couldn't find any companies in Canada to manufacture the vaccine. You've heard something different.
Well, I won't give out names, but I certainly do know through various means that there are absolutely Canadian companies that would have been happy, delighted, thrilled to produce a vaccine in Canada if they had the appropriate, obviously, recipe to do it and to manufacture them. We have a number of contract pharmaceutical manufacturers in Canada, some right here in Mississauga. And I'm sure if they were asked, they would have been thrilled to produce vaccines in Canada.
The budgets are out there now, or the consultations are out there now. Who's having the budget consultations, and is Mississauga going to be invited?
Yeah, so both the provincial and federal governments are doing pre-budget consultations right now. There's one being held in Mississauga this coming Friday, February the 12th, and a number of our members will participate in that at the provincial level. So thank our MPPs and the Finance Minister, Peter Bethlen-Falvey, for inviting us to be part of that. Lots of important things to talk about as the both provincial and federal governments finalize their 2021 budgets.
Brad, we know that schools in Peel Region are scheduled to go back on February the 16th, the day after Family Day. What have you heard about opening businesses?
Well, we're awaiting a news conference from the Premier where he will lay out the reopening plan. What we are hearing is that Peel and Toronto regions will be the last to start the reopening process. That probably won't begin till Monday, February the 22nd, but we are hopeful that we are moving in the right direction and that we're going to start to see businesses reopen with limited capacity.
Brad, the BIAs in Mississauga are calling for a tax freeze. Mississauga Board of Trade's on board. What are we hoping to accomplish there?
Well, what we want to accomplish is by sending a message to Mayor Crombie and our members of council that 2020 was an extremely, extremely difficult year for businesses, particularly those small businesses that are in our business improvement area districts, and that they should send a strong signal of business support by freezing property taxes in 2021. Many municipalities are doing it. There's no reason why Mississauga and Peel couldn't do the same.
That's it for the lightning round. Brad, we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And now for our upcoming events with Stephanie Giorgio. Stephanie.
Thank you, David. And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On March 2nd, join us for the first virtual Mayor's Annual Address. Mayor Bonnie Crombie will speak and address on Mississauga's issues, challenges, opportunities, and good news stories. Register at mbot.com/events to receive your link to join. On March 9th, we welcome John Wilson, founder and CEO of CEO Global Network, for our From the Corner office fireside chat. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Stephanie. If you have any questions about how to register for an event, increase awareness for your business, or have your company featured on MBOT TV, contact your membership services manager by calling 905-273-6151 and press 0 to get connected. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Wojcik, wishing you continued success in your business.